Hello ladies, I got some more Hennessy for y'all.
Now let me give y'all my 2 cents about this whole Michael Jackson situation and him having all these kids. Let me get everything set up, because I'm gonna give y'all my 2 cents about how I feel about Michael Jackson laid up with them people all his life, having kids that don't nobody want to talk about. You have to understand, the average man have a few phases in their life. You go from being young, you go from being a teenager, you go from being in your 20s, then you go to being middle-aged, and then you an old-ass man, and that's pretty much it. But Michael Jackson been through about 15, 16, 17 different phases. This man went from being young, he went from being young and ugly, then he went through that bad acne phase, and then he had the bell pepper nose, then he had the jerry curl, messed around, had an afro. One point in time he had a shag, and then he messed around and had a new nose, did something with his cheeks and then his lips, and then he turned around, his jerry curl caught on fire, had to come back with a perm. Next thing you know, he did some more stuff with his eyes and his lips, then he turned around and bleached his skin, then he was white. Then he walked around here looking like a leopard with the black and white patches. Then he messed around and got old. Then his nose fell off. Then he tried to go out there and get a job with Pepsi, but he was allergic to cocoa because he used to snort so much cocoa when he was younger. Michael Jackson been through plenty of phases. And during these phases of his life, he was having babies all across the country. People think Michael Jackson was shy and he wasn't having sex and he wasn't involved with no sisters. Back when he was wearing them bell bottoms, Michael Jackson used to be tapping ass from here to Florida. Where you think Uncle Luke got his whole style from? It says here on page 22 that Uncle Luke went backstage at a Michael Jackson concert one time, and them girls was just back there just shaking their ass, and that's how he came up with the 2 Live Crew. So when I tell y'all that Michael Jackson got kids that don't nobody want to talk about, the reason why they don't want to talk about them kids is because they know that they would have to pay them black children all that money that Michael Jackson got. And the last thing they want to do is give that money to Michael Jackson's real kids, because if they did, these little boys would be out here riding around in Lambos, got new Jordans on, gold chains, shooting at the police, talking about they Michael Jackson's kids, and that would really ruin his legacy. So what they did was hire these 3 little kids to be his kids. That way they won't be having their money swirling in the ghetto at fried chicken spots and things like that. It's a lot of things that I want to talk about when it comes to Michael Jackson and these kids that we all know ain't really his, but people talking about they his kids because they don't want to accept the fact that Michael Jackson got a bunch of black kids out here. I got so much love for y'all. I want to thank y'all for listening. Hold on, we got a call, y'all. Hold on, Free Reign. Let me get you set up real quick, sister. Free Reign. Hello?
Hello, I'm sorry. How you doing?
How you doing, love? How you feeling today?
I'm good. What happened earlier?
What you talking about, baby?
What happened with Michael Jackson, the first caller?
Oh,
Why you hating on her?
I don't know, shit. We was just talking about Michael Jackson and them kids, and people was upset that they heard another voice on the phone, but it's all good. How you feel about Michael Jackson with these kids? Do you feel like them kids even his?
Well, no, not those 3 that they show. No.
Hold on, my sister. We gonna need you to turn that phone up a little bit.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm driving.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Hear you really well. Go ahead, sister.
I don't think they're his. You talking about Blanket, Paris, and the other boy?
Yeah.
Fritz?
Yeah, whatever his name was. So they not his kids.
I think he does have children out here, but those 3 are not his.
That's what I'm trying to tell the people.
The children that he adopted.
Mm-hmm.
So technically they're his by legal adoption. I don't think they came from him, no.
Oh, okay. So Michael Jackson adopted.
Maybe the baby though, Sean. Maybe Blanket.
Well, the young lady that was on the phone earlier, she said that the babies look like Michael Jackson's plastic surgeon and his dermatologist, and he had a very small group of people that was around him. So if anybody was gonna have babies for him, it was people that he was already acquainted with. And I heard something like that before, that Michael hired them people to have some babies for him because he ain't want to have no real babies. But the truth is, he got babies running left and right. All these entertainers got babies that don't nobody know about. So you can't tell me the Jackson 5 all the way from the 70s up to the 2000s wasn't out here making babies in the street.
Yeah, because they had a lot of women that, the Jackson 5, especially from the 80s.
Oh, Lord.
I was a little girl, but when you look back on the footage, those men were, especially, oh my God, Jackie, he could get it. Jackie was still fine.
Free reign, my sister. Why you always gotta do that? So turn everything to a sexual conversation, talking about who can get it.
Fine, Sean, so you know they had them women. You know they had groupies.
So let me ask you something, sister.
Michael.
So back in the day, if you went to a Jackson 5 concert and you went backstage and Michael Jackson was standing there, would you have gave him some?
I would have gave it to everybody but Tito.
Oh, Lord. You said you would have went ahead and made it work for everybody except for Tito Jackson.
Everybody but Tito would have got it. Tito cool, though.
What's wrong with Tito? Shit, he a Jackson. Why you ain't feeling Tito like that?
He not sexy. He's short. He don't have a neck. He look like the dad.
He's short, he ain't got no neck, so he can't get no booty, but the rest of them can.
Nah, because when I'm riding, I gotta be on your neck. I gotta suck that neck. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
So Tito can't get it.
Wait a minute, my sister. You said when you riding, you like to choke the man on his neck?
I like to lick and suck the neck.
Look at Tito's neck, y'all. He on the screen right now. He ain't got no goddamn neck. You ain't never lied about that. His face look like a chicken thigh with no neck on it.
His shoulders are like defected. He don't have shoulders.
Yeah, he very, very funny
I like
looking.
a well-built man,
So you like a tall, strong individual that got a neck.
You have to be tall, but you have to be having, good proportions. Because there's some little men that are petite, but they some big men because of how they carry themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I feel you, sister. You know you like what you like, but I'm pretty sure there's plenty of women out there that'll give Tito some booty. He got babies running around here too.
Oh yeah. For that check.
But,
not just because.
Well, and another thing the sister said earlier that she that had me really thinking, she said Michael Jackson had an inappropriate relationship with Diana Ross, and Michael Jackson had that song Dirty Diana, and he was all up under her and things like that. So it's a possibility that Michael was getting it on with Diana. Then I asked the young lady, well, if he was messing with Diana Ross, that means he was messing around with Elizabeth Taylor too. So it's very possible that Michael was getting some booty back then.
I mean, he might like older women, but if Diana had him, even if Elizabeth had him, they were too old for him.
Exactly.
They were like 20 years plus older than him.
So they was some damn pedophile.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say, what's in go great, you won't stay away. But 30 or 40 years older than the guy you're dealing with, that's inappropriate.
Yeah, that's flat out nasty right there. But that's what was going on with Michael. On some real talk. What's that?
When we were talking about the children, I had a thought. What if the doctor and the nurse blackmail him? What if they blackmail him into claiming those children? What if they had some dirt on him and they force him to say these are my children?
Okay, I could see one of them, but all three of them motherfuckers, like, that don't make no sense. Because I could see if it was one baby and it's like, Michael, you gonna take this baby. We know what you've been doing with these children, but you ain't gonna have three babies and say, oh, Michael, you gonna take our whole family.
But what if they wanna, live off, be a vampire and, live off his, his money? Like, they wanted a piece of his pie, so... Maybe he has sex with her. Maybe they have sex, or maybe she got some of his sperm, and blackmail him some kind of way. But it was really the doctor's, DNA that really fathered those kids.
This is what I think happened. I think Michael was having all these black babies out here, and he knew when he died, he was gonna have to give his money to them niggas. And they was gonna be spending it at the mall and at the strip club, and he would close his eyes and just see his sons with dreadlocks making money rain all over them strippers with them big booties. And he decided, to hell with that, I need to have some kids that's gonna know what to do with my damn money. So he went out there and adopted them babies. That way he can leave his estate to them instead of letting them black babies have his money. That's the way I look. I know that sounds a little messed up.
No, that makes sense. That does make sense, especially when you're in that business, because your money is not really your money. Your money is their money. And they tell you what to do with that money. So it makes
That's some real talk.
Yeah.
Because his family, his brothers and all of them, you ain't gonna come around there with no black babies and they not have nothing to say about it because all they babies not black. When they had a family reunion, that food be bland as a bitch. Somebody done made the potato salad, put some coleslaw up in there. It don't even taste right. So when they all get together, it's only a few black people in the crowd because the rest of them kids, they ain't black and they friends not black. So a Jackson get together, Michael ain't black no more. Latoya, shit, you only got about a handful of black folks at the family reunion, and that's Janet, Jermaine, Tito, and maybe Marlon, and that's about it.
Not to change the subject, but what do you think about Janet? Like, she married that guy, they had a baby, they divorced, now she's back with Jermaine Dupri. Why do you think that?
Hold on, Janet Jackson back with Jermaine Dupri?
Well, I don't know right now, but they worked together like last year or earlier this year.
Well, this is how I feel about Janet Jackson. She knew that she could use her little celebrity status to get some money and a baby at the same time. She killed two birds with one stone. She knew she was getting over. The only way she gonna get over in life is off the fact that she's Janet Jackson, and that don't apply no more in the music industry because once you done, you done. If she made an album tomorrow, ain't nobody running out to get that new Janet Jackson. She got her core fans. Yeah, she ain't gonna go platinum. Ain't nobody gonna be lined up to see her old ass on no tour. So the only thing she got left is the fact that she Janet Jackson. So and don't no American man really want her like that. So she can go overseas and she's exotic to them boys over there. Just like
but
how
I think it's jacked up though, Sean, that she got with this guy just to have a light-skinned baby. At the end, she got back with the true love of her life, Jermaine Dupri, but she just didn't want his DNA.
Hey, boy, that's the way her family do it. You know, like I said, you can't bring no black babies to the family reunion because they're going to be looking at you like you crazy. They trying to get away from all that black stuff. They're like, oh, there go the... Right, oh, there go the neighborhood. I'm boss some old niggas up in here. That's the last thing they want to do. So Janet, she had to find somebody. Especially, I give it to her because the men she dealt with was billionaires. I guess Jermaine Dupri didn't have enough money for her ass. She looked in his closet and all he had was some Skechers and a couple of Adidas.
James DeBarge wasn't a billionaire.
But he was light skinned as all hell. But he wasn't light enough.
And the other husband, Emilio, I think his name was, he was her choreographer, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have money, but he had that, that light-skinned DNA. He was Puerto Rican, right?
Right, he was Latino or something like that. All you gotta do is be light-skinned and them Jacksons, they'll take you in. But don't think that she gonna have a baby. The only reason why she was involved with Jermaine Dupri is because, I hate to say this and a lot of people gonna get mad, but when you talk about them pedophiles and things like that, and she got a brother named Jermaine, and Jermaine Dupri, he just like Michael Jackson. Shit, they get along just fine.
You know what? I'm not going to speak on that, but I'm feeling you with that because that whole making the what's it called? Not making the BNL, it's the Diddy show. Mm-hmm. Whatever he did with the little rappers that he highlighted, that's suspect to me. Him putting these little rap groups together, and then you don't even hear about the little talents that won the contest.
Right.
What happened to those kids?
Yeah, got them all together fighting for his love and affection and willing to do anything for him to get a record deal. I mean, that's how. Yeah, that's how he been doing it. But imagine what it's like when the camera's off. Them kids. They crisscross.
Daddy Mac Daddy.
Yeah, both of them boys somewhat right. And then you got the brat. She was I don't know what the deal is with her. So the whole so deaf. But then again, he was working with Jagged Edge, and it seemed like them boys would have whooped Jermaine Dupri's ass if he would have tried something silly.
They kind of zesty though.
Yeah, they from the A-Town too. Yeah.
They zesty thugs, but they music is still it, but they zesty too. Any man wearing rhinestones, and they glasses, and they belts, and they boots, on their jackets and jeans, that's zesty.
Eyebrows all did up. Yeah, that is so true, my sister. Where you headed to?
Bedazzled boots. How your Timberlands gonna be bedazzled?
Exactly. Got rhinestones all in the Timberlands and things. That don't look right.
All in the white beater.
Yeah.
That ain't rhinestones on the nipple part of the white beater.
Right, baby oil all over their nipples and things. It just ain't look right.
The nipple part all cut out.
Right, jagged edge. Yeah, something ain't right with them boys. But they did make some good music, though. You gotta give it to them with that.
Yeah, they did. They made some classics.
Real
I
talk.
love Jack Lips.
But like I be
All
saying,
right.
hold on, sister, I got one more thing to say. Like I be saying in them videos that I made, a lot of these children coming up in the music industry that can dance like Michael, a lot of them look like Michael. Y'all not knowing that a lot of them boys is Michael Jackson's real kids.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And where you
I
headed
think
to?
Ray Fremont are his children. I think Gucci Mane's his son.
Shit, I've been trying to tell people, but they ain't been listening to me. And what you doing calling into the stream and you over there driving, sister? Don't you know you got to be careful?
I'm off from work. I'm headed to go, make a little run before I make it home. I just wanted to hear your voice. Say what's up to the gang.
Okay.
You know I can't keep away from you.
Oh, you so sweet, sister. And best believe we gonna be streaming that game. We gonna need to see you in the building, Free Reign.
Yeah, I'll be in.
All right, no
my
doubts.
daddy, he had an attitude last night.
Oh, you need to call me later on and tell me all about that, because I
Yeah.
seen you in the comment section
Sure is.
complaining. But we gonna have to talk about that tonight, my sister. Make sure you hit me back, okay, love?
But wait a minute before we leave. I need the docs on Jermaine Jackson's hair. What's going on with Jermaine's hair?
Hey,
Oh my goodness.
he trying to keep it together. You know, he trying to try his own little thing. He don't want to let go of the 80s, but he want to be modern, so he trying to mix the
That
box.
was no 80s.
Whatever.
What was that, 80s G.I. Joe?
He trying to make his own thing. He trying to be original with it. He was expecting other people to go out and wear his hairstyle, but it just ain't work out like that. God bless that man.
This reminds me of an episode of the Goosebumps series. I don't know the episode, but it was like a puppet that came alive. That's what his hair looks like.
Yeah, that boy look crazy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a whole documentary on that, sister. I'm gonna need you to help me co-host the whole thing.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, no doubt, my
All right, I'll
sister.
see y'all later.
All right, Free Reign. Talk to you later. All right.
Bye.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl.
Every day I'm risking my life to get your documentations every Thursday night. You don't appreciate Sean Blaze? That's okay, you get documents anyways, baby. It ain't that I'm afraid to show my face, baby. Don't want the FBI opening up my case, baby. They don't want you to know the truth, but I'm still gonna give it to you, baby.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you.
That's what I do.
Risk my life.
Risk my life for you, girl. That's what I do. Risk my life for you, girl. Risk my life to give you.
Risk
All
my
my life.
life.
That's what I do.
Risking my life
This
for
what I
you.
do. I do.
Risking my life.
You.